maybe just trying to play on the nerves of other racers. So it's Gupita Kreshna to the right of your screen in P1. Shafi Grassol and Murabil Vitoni in P2 and 3. When the red lights go off, we will be underway. And indeed we are. We look to the back of the field just to see what kind of a start the championship leader Izzat Zaidi has. And it's clean. So long as you get away cleanly, then you've got a chance of being able to make up all the ground that you lost in qualification. So all of that work, it now goes out of the window. It depends on the next 6 laps of the track, Barry.
Yeah, that was a nice tidy start into turn 1. No dramas there. See the 2 Cardinal bikes running together, Ayman Tayruddin and Afif Amran.
Murabil Vitoni's made a solid start as well. We mentioned him earlier on. He's qualified well, a lap time of 2:47.58 in qualification. But there they just sweep up the hill. And they just need to make sure they stay out of danger. It's Gupita Kreshna, bike 23, who was on pole, who has got away to a healthy start. I still find it remarkable. You had to point it out to me a couple of times, but he was less than half a second off the winner yesterday and finished 13th. Just crazy.
Yeah, honestly, that was one of the best motorcycle races I've ever seen.
Underbone has the capacity to truly excite. There's an awful lot of chess that goes on. High speed, close contact chess if such a thing exists. But that goes on for the 5 3/4 laps up until the long straight, the hairpin, and the race for the line.
Yeah, and the wise old fox, wily old fox, Ahmad Fazli Sham up in that front handful too.
One of these days, Ahmad Fazli Sham is going to be able to convert those leads midway through races into significant points. He hasn't really been able to do it too often so far today. I also saw bike 60, Wayu Ajitrilaksana, getting up not too far away from the front.
Yeah, looking for Izzat.
There he is.
Yeah.
Still a little bit behind, but we are still on lap number 1, so nothing for Izzat Zaidi, yesterday's race winner and the championship leader, to worry too much about. As we look down the long straight, it is still Gupita Kreshna leading the way. Everybody being very polite and circumspect in these early moments.
Yeah, keeping it nice and clean. I saw one of the... In fact, there's only one Vietnamese Honda. Took a little off-track excursion about mid-lap. So he's a little way off the back at the moment.
Ahmad Afif Amran has forced his way into a pack in P3 just there, bike number 50, poking his nose out. 124 is Giancarlo Maurizio, and it's Giancarlo and Afif who go over the line, 1 and 2, with Fazli Sham ahead of Gupita Kreshna. Hafiza Rofa as well. We'll keep an eye out for bike 24, Hafiza Rofa. He knows this Sepang circuit really well.
Yeah, I noticed Pierrepont making some good work in the slipstream. He's come up to 6, having crossed the line 10th.
There he is, the easy to pick out, the livid, is it orange or is it Dayglow orange, the front of his bike?
I think Dayglow orange is a good one.
He's got himself up into P6. I'm just looking for the red helmet with the green racing suit of Gupita, Wayu Ajitrilaksana, bike number 60, to see if he's in that little group. There's a little bit of debris on the track there that bounced up nastily in front of 1 or 2 of the racers.
Yeah, possibly a bit of contact there between 2 of the bikes, and a bit of bodywork got lost.
On board with Ahmad Fazli Sham, as you can see, it's Ahmad Afif Amran, who is one of the leaders, but is that Nazrul? Is that into the lead? Uma Racing, bike 87.
Yes, it is.
We're only a lap and a half in, fella. He's come from P19 to get himself up into the lead within 6 kilometers. Ahmad Afif Amran is also in there. In fact, it's 2 of the Uma Racing competitors. Shafiq Rosli in there as well.
It looks like Fazli Sham just outside of Murabil Vitoni, who's dropped back a little bit after his front row start.
You've got to have flexible hips on these underbones, don't you? Because you've got to make the late adjustment just to edge your bike out of the way when you're mid-lean.
Yeah, I think Wayu Aji has made his way up towards the front. We'll confirm that in a minute when we take a look at another look at the leaders. But Izzat down in 16th currently.
Ahmad Fazli Sham Is he? I thought Izzat got up to him. Oh no, he hadn't. It's quite right. It's Najrul Izzat who got up to the front. Izzat Zaidi is bike number 98. My apologies, I miscommunicated my Izzats.
Well,
So,
Najrul started from 14th as well. Let's not forget that. We're talking about how far back Wayu Aji is starting, but
Team One for All, they go into the lead though through Pirapong. Ahmad Afif Amran is taken through. This is only at the end of lap 2 of 5, but Ahmad Afif Amran has decided that he and Najrul Izzat are going to be close to the front, and Ahmad Afif Amran actually leads from Pirapong. Najrul Izzat, Ahmad Fazli Sham, John Emerson Ngito, and Izzat Zaidi, 98, has got up there. The drag that you get down that back straight must be truly significant.
changes the order just about every time they go down either of those straights.
Stay out of danger, that's number 1. The man who went over in P2 at the end of the lap, barely half a kilometre ago. He's down in P10 at the moment, Peter Ponglo going down.
Yeah, and it's Wayu Aji currently at the front.
Yeah, he has, he's come, well, and then taken over by Izzat Zaidi.
I was holding on then, that was a short sentence, but I still got confounded.
We need much shorter names, otherwise we're immediately history. Peter Kreshna has a little look forward. Giancarlo Maurizio, he's still in that little group as well. Hugely competitive Underbone Championship.
Yeah, I think we've got Najrul at the front.
Najrul, there he is, bike number 98, championship leader, was at the front, is then just squeezed into P3. As they come round the sweeping right-hander. It's all a case of making sure you're competitive though, Barry Russell, going into the final half lap or so. Make sure you're within 50 metres of the front men and you've got an opportunity.
Yeah, and just do the best job you can down the back straight. Read the positions, the pattern in front of you with the other riders, and then just try to pick your way through.
On board there with Najrul Izzat. Wayu Aji Trilaksana was in the front and gets himself overtaken by Najrul Izzat Bahudin, who we spoke to beforehand, and I found it interesting to say that stay safe was one of the messages from Giancarlo. If I stay on the bike, I hope to do well, and his first message was I hope to stay on the bike.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
Because that's how congested it can get. Najrul Izzat and Wayu Aji Trilaksana, 1 and 3 in the championship, being chased down by number 1 in the championship, Izzat Zaidi, bike number 98. 2 distinct lines, one close to the grandstand, one far away from the grandstand, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 abreast as they come into the hairpin. And then they'll sprint towards the finish line for the halfway point of this stage, and Ahmad Fazli Sham is the man who will be in the lead.
Yeah, both the Cardinals up there, and the recent leader, Pirapong, going through way back in that pack, in fact 12th.
John Emerson Ngito, bike 22's made a move for the front as well. First time we've seen Ngito for the 4S1M Yamaha racing team.
Some quality way back. Gupta Krishna 13th.
There's some real close contact there, and I tell you what, that sorted just a little bit of an opportunity. We've lost a lot of racers, Yeah, there's a big crash there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bikes down, including John Emerson Ngito. Is that Ahmad Afif Amran? Or is it Tahiruddin?
Surely not.
Izzat Zaidi is down. Bike number 98 is down.
This is difficult for the marshals. The bikes are interlocked there.
And Tahiruddin down as well, so there was certainly, coming down the hill, it's such a difficult corner to take, bike corner number 1, because you're edging right hand downhill, and then you've got to manipulate your way to the left as well.
So this is an opportunity for Wayu Aji. Where is he?
There, where is he? That's a
he's
great
way
question.
back.
He's
but
way
he needs
back.
to move.
So he was stopped. He must have slowed down just behind that traffic. That's why we had that sudden gap appear. But that gap has soon worked. So the race marshals still desperately trying to get the wreckage off. There is no flag at the moment. It's a 5.5-kilometre circuit, and the lap time's around about 2.5 minutes, so comparatively they have a certain amount of time. Ahmad Afif Amran avoided the carnage.
Yeah, went very wide on that turn, but he sweeps back through to enter the back straight. Nice speed onto the straight, going right to the outside.
Yeah, good drive there for Ahmad Afif Amran. We're just checking to see whether Izzat Zaidi was indeed the championship leader, was indeed one of the casualties. It certainly looks like he was. Ahmad is...
And
Afif
a hand
Amran.
up there from Nazarul.
Oh.
Oh, his engine's gone.
That's Nazarul Izzat. So, a P3 yesterday, did not finish today for the man in P3 in the overall championship standing. That's allowed Giancarlo Maurizio and Shafi Grosli, the wild card, and Fazli Sham. Afif Amran is there, Shazras Sharul Yuzi, Hafiza Rofa, Kiandra, the 13-year-old, he's not too far away. We've not mentioned Kiandra, bike 212 for SCK Honda Racing.
Yeah.
Where was Gupita Crescendo? Where's Waiwaji? Waiwaji is 1.1 seconds down. With 2 laps to go, Waiwaji will have the chances just at the tail end of this group here. Ahmed Fazli Sham is trying to pull away. Gupita Krishna 23, 46 Ahmed Fazli Sham. 122 is Shafiq Rasul. The wild card could cause a little bit of consternation if he picks up big points here.
Yeah, he could. Shake up the order a little bit. I think the one to watch for here is Waiwaji. I don't know whether he knows, he probably doesn't know that Izzat is out. But if he can make his way up to the podium.
Bike number 60, first warning for Waiwaji Trilaksana. Exceeding the track limits.
So he is pushing.
April King Moscado, the latest casualty. That is at least 6 out. In Gito, Ayman Taharudin, Piripong Laboympeng, Nazrul Izzat and Afizad Supat. They are out of the race. The attritional rate goes up. We had a non-starter from Ueso.
But I think it's Shafiq Rosli leading them onto the back straight this time. No,
124.
I beg his pardon.
No, it's
Giancarlo Maurizio.
Indeed, Giancarlo is there. And look at
who
that.
else.
Waiwaji Trilaksana is making a move. Big chance for Waiwaji. He's second in the championship standings, but Izzat Zaidi is out of this race. The differential is 9 points, so there's a chance for Waiwaji Trilaksana to really make a statement here as they come into this penultimate straight. Afif Amran not too far away. The red helmet of Waiwaji in the green racing suit not too far away. Maurizio also in there for Uma Racing, the purple, bike 124, but it'll be Ahmad Afif Amran who leads round the corner and will drive out into the final lap in first place ahead of Giancarlo Maurizio.
And behind him is Ahmed Fazli Sham. He's been there all the way through this race so far.
And Waiwaji Trilaksana, the red helmet. Well, he was on the right, he took his own unique line. Waiwaji Trilaksana is the new race leader. This is where the carnage happened at the end of lap number 4. Again, brilliant job by the marshals because they've cleared all of the damage. All of the bikes absolutely cleared, and they've got rid of all the debris as well. And look at that, Waiwaji has been able to sprint away as his team look on.
Well, he took time to have a look around. I'm not sure how wise that was, but he's a double champion, so what do I know?
Ahmed Afif Amran for Cardinals Racing. He crashed out yesterday. Needs a good result today, Ahmed Afif Amran, if he holds any hopes of a championship or a top 3. Ahmed Fazli Sham is also there. Again, Shafiq Raisal could well take some big points away, but Waiwaji's made a real charge from the front here as Ahmed Afif Amran's pit crew look on for him as well.
Somewhere in there is the magician, Hafisa Rofa.
Bike number 24, green racing suit. But Waiwaji fully hunkered down there. Buries his helmet in between the handlebars. There was
Hafif is with him. Yeah, he's hauled him in. So difficult to get away with these 2 long straights. He knows he's got company now.
Another look over the shoulder from Waiwaji Trilaksana. He tried to make a move away. We have seen one breakaway in Underbone so far this season, but now we are approaching the final 2 home straights. And Ahmad Afif Amran, you want to be in second place, or certainly in the slipstream of the race leader. And that is where Ahmad Afif Amran is. He just lets Waiwaji get away from him because he wants to be in the slipstream. So it's Waiwaji. Afif looks behind him as well. Right, everybody stays close to the grandstand. Who's going to make the first move out? The answer is Hafisa Rofa. But Ahmad Afif Amran, they've stayed close to that grandstand.
Here they go now.
Ahmad Waiwaji tries to stay it tight. Ahmad Afif looks to try and keep it tight, but it's Team 1XOX who are leading. Fazli Sham has got a chance, but he's just been overtaken, and the victory is going to go, in the end, to Shafi Grassol, ahead of Waiwaji Trilaksana, Giancarlo Maurizio, Fazli Sham and Shafi Grosley, but a wild card has just upset the apple cart. Waiwaji, though, will pick up a very useful 20 points for P2.
Great finish too for Giancarlo Maurizio, who stayed at the front, this time the best of the Filipino riders. And 1XOX are celebrating, as well they might. All their riders finished 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top 7.
Phenomenal for the team, but a wild card. Shafi Grassol takes the victory.